Crash Course Instrumentation presents episode number 39, Resistive Sensors. Potentiometers for position. Fresh after Poem 38, Electrochemical gas cells. Today we shift to resistive sensors that change resistance with the thing we measure, our focus. Potentiometers, used as position. Sensors, linear and rotary. Open, hook. Turn a knob, the number glides. Behind the scenes, a potentiometer is turning motion into a clean, readable voltage. What a potentiometer is, plain English. A potentiometer is a 3-terminal adjustable resistor with a movable wiper that slides along a resistive track. Feed the two end terminals with a car-stable source voltage. The condo wiper takes a fraction of that voltage based on its position. Linear pots move in a straight line. Rotary pots turn through an angle, often 300 degrees. Why it works for position. Because the wiper always taps a fraction of the source voltage. The output voltage tracks position smoothly. If you move halfway, the output is about half the source voltage. With a linear taper. Some pots use an audio taper. Logarithmic feeling for sound work. For measurement, we usually want linear taper. Wiring. It right. 3-wire sanity. 3 connections. Clockwise end. Counterclockwise end. NU wiper. Label them at the terminal block. If turning clockwise makes the reading go down, swap the 2 end wires so the sense is correct. Use a regulated source voltage so the reading doesn't drift with supply changes. Loading, buffers, and ranges. The device you connect to the wiper should have high input impedance. For example, a buffer amplifier or a transmitter input, so it doesn't load the pot and bend the reading. Common total resistance values are 1 kilo ohm to 10 kilo ohms. Too low wastes power and wears the track. Too high is noisier and more sensitive to interference. If you must drive long cables, buffer the wiper with an amplifier or use a 4 to 20 milliamp transmitter. Accuracy, resolution, and life. Electrical quarter resolution is limited by the watch contact spot of the wiper. Motion may look slightly steppy. Contact noise and copper jitter show up when the wiper scrapes dust or oxidation. Cleanliness and sealing help. Life is rated in cycles. Gear racks and linkages should avoid side load. Choose sealed or conductive plastic. Tracks for longer life. Temperature changes shift resistance slightly. Most pots are stable enough for general position tasks. Selection checklist. Practical. Stroke or angle. Match. Travel. To your machine so you use most of the range without hitting the stops. Mechanical fit. Shaft diameter, mounting bushing, couplers, bearings, or sliding carriage. Resistance value. 1 to 10 kilo ohms is common. Check power rating and the source voltage. Environment, dust, splash, vibration. Consider sealed housings and strain relief. Safety and good practice. Do not use a potentiometer as a safety limit. Always add a separate switch for hard limits. Add end stops or mechanical buffers so the wiper doesn't slam the track. Route signal wires away from motors. Use twisted pair and shield if the run is long. Mini-lab, quick and visual. Power the end terminals from a small 5-volt regulator. Read wiper to common with a multimeter set 2 volts. Move the slider slowly and chart. Position versus output. Observe smoothness and any jumps. Now connect a 1 kilo ohm load from wiper to common and repeat. Notice loading error. Bending the curve. Troubleshooting, field realities. Dead spots or flat lines. Worn track or broken wiper lead, replace the pot. Jumpy output. Dirty track. Try gentle cleaning or replace with sealed, conductive plastic type. Backward trend. Swap the end terminals. Supply drift. Regulate the source or buffer with a transmitter. History nugget. Memorable. Early radio sets used potentiometers for volume control, and carbon pile variable resistors even tamed motor speed before modern drives, simple resistance shaping real-world power. Wrap up. What to remember. A potentiometer turns position into a fraction of a stable source voltage. Simple and effective. Use high impedance, inputs, or a buffer to avoid loading. Pick the right resistance value and environmental protection. For safety limits, always add a separate switch. The pot is for BOM measurement, not interlocks. Credits and CTA. Huge thanks to Tony Coupalt and the open source community for the instructional models behind Crash Course Instrumentation. If this helped, please like the video, subscribe to Crash Course Instrumentation, and share with a classmate or coworker.